and love. You represent America.
Praying for a brighter day. I listen to my heart and
You know, if the early colonists had anything at all in common, it was probably their dislike of being told what to do.
So what happened? How'd they manage to come together?
Well, if you want to bring people together, it helps to have a common enemy.
Who was it?
King George III and the government of England.
But isn't he the colonist king too? Weren't they all on the same side?
Sure, but he and the British government were a little out of touch with their colonist cousins an ocean away. Beginning in 1764, Great Britain began to impose a series of taxes on the colonists. The colonists were angry. After all, they had no say in how they were taxed. And since the colonists had no representatives in the British government, there was nothing they could do to change any of the new laws, because they now believed independence was something worth fighting for. Just a few months later, the idea of separating completely from Great Britain became part of another famous document written by Thomas Jefferson.
The Declaration of Independence.
This just in. On July 4th, 1776, the Second Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, and in doing so, gave the United States of America its name and its birthday. It also sent a message to Great Britain that the new Americans were going to fight until the bitter end.
The Continental Army had a long way to go and would suffer many defeats before there was even a glimpse of a real victory. But even when things looked bad, there were still heroes to inspire them. His plan was to camp at Yorktown until his British troops were ready to attack further north. What happened next has been called miraculous. Further north, Washington had news that French ships were on their way to Virginia. If he could raise his army the 300 miles from New York to Virginia, together they could attack the British from land and sea. Washington marched his soldiers hard. Success! Both the American Army and the French warships reached Yorktown at the same time. Cornwallis was trapped. Cannonballs rained down on the British night and day. The Continental Army didn't let up. Finally, a British soldier with a white flag appeared. Lord